Alright, how's it going? Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Kino Der Toten on Black Ops 1. I'm going to be going through my strategy that I'm sure isn't very creative, but this is something that I have just done over the years, and I felt like did the Moon one on Black Ops 3, so I was going to do this one at some point. And here's my strategy. The first few rounds, you just want to build those points up. I save my ammo for round 2. I don't use it on round 1. I see some people that use the round 1 shooting of the legs. You can see here, it gets pretty hairy sometimes. Some of the zombies start coming your way, you get double swiped, it's game over before you even know it began. Here it is on round 4, and I got the M14, which is always my go-to weapon when I play this map. I've never used the Olympia, really. It's not a point gun, so you're not going to really gain anything other than if you're bad at the game and you need some help. You see right here, like even on round 4, it gets pretty intense. Like you can see how bad my aim is right here. It's pretty embarrassing looking at it, to be honest, from this perspective. That's brutal. I don't know how I even managed to be that bad, but you can see here I'm using the pistol ammo that I got from the max ammo and all their legs. This is my favorite type of strategy on any map to build points up, especially on round 4 and 5. It's a really good time to start doing that. See, I'm knifing all the zombies, and we get a nuke. So here, my path is always the above way. Some people do the below way because their strategy's different, but we're going to go the above way, and I always pick up the MP40 when I run down the stairs. If the box is there, sometimes I take my lucky shot and see if I can get it, ray gun or a thunder gun or something early, but you want that point gun early. In this particular game, I didn't go out of my way to buy the Bowie knife. Sometimes I do. I think I bought it later in the game, which I do it every game, even if I don't buy it before round 9. So I bought Jug here on round 6 going on to 7. I got the round 6 glitch, which sometimes if you play Kino, it just literally skips round 6. I still don't know why that happens. Got monkey bombs here early, which really helpful. You want those. And run over to Speed Cola. I don't know why. I don't usually get it this late. I usually get it at round 7 or 8. Round 9 seems like a late round for me. And then double tap, again, round 12. It seems a little late. I'm usually always perked up by round 10 or 11. And I got lucky with the thunder gun in this game. First hit at this box, bada boom. And it took me to around 19 actually to get the ray gun. I always like to have both of them for the first 35, 40 rounds. You don't need it, but it definitely speeds the rounds up when you're able to kill them with the ray gun. And then, of course, it becomes ineffective like everything as time goes on. But I pick up Quick Revive 20 plus. I just grabbed it on 20 here so you could see me grabbing it, obviously, and I usually grab it more towards round 30. It's just another personal preference. You can grab it as early as you want. You can grab it at round 1 if it makes you feel safer. And this is my training spot. I just chill on the stage, and you can see the strategy. I usually train them up and jump over the turret, which is the fastest way I've found. Lots of people do this. I'm not the first. And I used to use the whole stage. And I mean, you can. When you get overwhelmed, which you'll see happens to me plenty, you have to use the other portions of the stage to kind of branch out your train. You don't want to just get all bunched up and down. In this particular game, I was on a call with my friend, and I'll be honest, I wasn't really paying attention all that much, and I did down 3 times. Very rarely do I go down before 50 on Kino, but I guess my attention was elsewhere. So I did have my 3 downs. I think at round 51 was my last one. I was going to go to 60, got to 55, and I just died because, again, I wasn't really paying attention. It's probably not the best way to be making these videos while in calls, not paying attention, but sometimes playing Kino becomes mind-numbing, and I just needed some way to get my way through it. My friend always helps because we have very good talks about zombies and stuff. But back to the subject. Here we are, round 35. I just upgraded the ray gun because, you have to. Eventually the ammo runs out, and it is a little better upgraded. I don't know the damage specs on it. I'm sure it's a little stronger. And I usually just keep my thunder gun unpacked until I run out of ammo completely, which I think was around 43 in this. It just really depends on your max ammo luck. Again, if you keep the ray gun, it's effective up till 50 for the most part, so you can get max ammos pretty regularly until at least round 45. And then everything after that just becomes a slog. You have to start using traps. We'll get to that when that shows up. But you can see here, even at 35, it's pretty effectively taking down all the zombies. And it becomes pretty quick. Like, Kino becomes a pretty quick map in the spawns when you're training just in the area that I am. You don't really have to worry about this taking too long. I think 55, and that was, like I said, not really even trying my full effort, it was like 3.5 hours, which ain't that bad. So if you're trying really hard, and like I've done it before where I've gotten a 60 in 3.5 hours, or if you're really just going for it, you can really get effective with this strategy and really grind down the hours really quickly, to be honest. And you can see here again, it's just destroying these crawlers. You always want to shoot for the legs with the ray gun. I see some people still to this day shooting for the upper torso and stuff, and you won't have the same effect. You want to make crawlers and then kill them while they're crawlers. That's the effective strategy. You can see there, it gets pretty close. Like that was one hit away from red screen. And my lack of attention is showing in a lot of these clips now that I watch. I haven't watched this gameplay until right now, where I'm witnessing this live for the first time, stunned, to be honest with you. It just looks like a man who's not really even in it. I should have probably done this another day, to be honest, but we're here and we're doing it. I could bust together another 50 on another map instead, and that's what I'm going to do. I don't know really what's next. I'm thinking Ascension or Call of the Dead. Ascension would be the easier one, obviously, but Call of the Dead is just the more fun round 50 because it becomes a real grind, 45 plus. Can't say that for too many maps on BO1. Usually takes till 60, 70 to become an actual real slog. But you can see here, round 41, still have the Unpack-a-Punch Thunder Gun. It's still doing the trick. Never loses its damage or anything, so you don't have to worry about the Thunder Gun ever dropping off in damage or any of that shit. This thing's amazing through and through. And then you upgrade it, and you get double the ammo. This was back in the day when the Thunder Gun and Wonder Waff were our only two wonder weapons. So this was the shit, dude. All through BO1, even when the Wave Gun came out, the Thunder Gun was still my favorite, and still using it to this day. The nostalgia is just very strong. And here I am heading into the teleporter, pack-a-punching the Thunder Gun, about to get the Zeus Cannon, most badass name ever. You can see I've been pretty low on ray gun ammo for the last little while, and that's when I pretty much decide. I just started swapping it for wall weapons. Mostly the MP5, which is a strategy that I kind of created when I was a teenager for points. I used to go for like points world records, and obviously I never got there, but I did reach over millions of points on Kino or using my MP5 strategy. Becomes honestly more mind-numbing than just grinding for the high rounds. Takes 6 hours to get to round 50 just going with the MP5. It's brutal. Here I am using the whole stage because I got a bit overwhelmed. So you don't have to always stick to that little area. You want to, use the stage. It's there for a reason. And you feel pretty safe at all times. And really, when I did down in this game, it was because I had the ray gun out and I just wasn't really thinking properly. And even my last down of the game on 55, I think I had my secondary, the MP5 out. So it wasn't really living by my own motto, which is keep the Thunder Gun out basically at all times. Like right there, I stop shooting and my Thunder Gun's back out. That's what you have to do. If you're using a second, but right there, I'm risking it. You just want to keep the Thunder Gun out. I'm not living by my own motto, man. I'm blowing it. Training it properly, like you want to keep that out. You will get stuck on a lot of bullshit. I mean, it is a 15-year-old game, 14-year-old game. Gonna get stuck on some shit. It's not World at War level of brutal, but there's definitely some shit that happens that it's questionable. So here's my MP5 strategy, where it really is all about just building up the points for the traps, because you really can't be using too much Thunder Gun ammo unless you want to go to the box every round, which I just don't. I'll be honest, I don't have the patience. So I'd rather just trap them out. I always run in the dressing room over here, let them all die for the most part. Sometimes there's a straggler or two. You just jump back through the trap, you're fine. Shoot your Thunder Gun if you really have to, like I did there. And you're golden. But usually they're all dead, so you don't have to worry about that. Here I am, I'm using the same strategy even at 50. You just keep doing it. I'm telling you, it never stops working. And you want to pull that MP5 out. Just keep racking the points up. Like 140,000 at 50 is pretty low for me, to be honest. Looking at this from when I was like 12 or 13, I would have been pulling my hair out. I was all about having like 500,000 points by round 50. And here we are on 55. You can see I'm at a quick revive because I'm a fucking idiot. And it probably doesn't help that I was just using the full map as a training spot towards this part of the game. I kind of abandoned my original strategy, but you can see here I'm still using the dressing room trap. It's the most effective one. It's right where you're training. And over there, I was using the one heading out the doors of the theater. So you want to use them all as effectively as you can. And even if you really have to, keep the teleporter linked at all times, even if you're not pack-a-punching, just in case you get caught. You can use that as an insta-trap. Kills all the zombies around you so you don't freak out and shoot your thunder gun and glitch it out, which does happen. I don't know if it's in any of the clips. I don't think it is. But sometimes, especially the Zeus cannon, will just shoot through the zombies sometimes and basically react as air. And you're fucked in that case. You're just going to die unless you can double shot it, which sometimes just you can't. But, you know, you can see it building up points here, getting towards the 200k mark, 100, almost 70,000. You're going to need a lot of those points, because if you want to really go beyond the point that I'm at here, you're going to need to hit the box a lot for the thunder gun. And that's really all I got to say for this. I don't have much else. So I hope you guys, enjoyed this strategy guide. I hope you had a good day. I hope you have a good time, and keep playing zombies. And I'll be back very shortly to make more of these tutorials for other maps in Black Ops. Some even maybe in World at War, Black Ops 3 and 2. So I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.